When we're talking about grouped data, and I ask which value is used to represent the values in a particular class, what I'm talking about is here's your groups and here's the frequency. The frequency is the number of times that appears in this group. What we're assuming with this when we're calculating group data is that each one is in the middle of each group. So we look at the midpoint of each group. So if I have to ask you a question, which value is used to represent all the values in a particular class, the answer would be the midpoint. Okay. So all 24, we're assuming that it's 4.5. All these 17, we're assuming it's 14.5, which is the midpoint of each group. For instance, the last group, all these 8, we're assuming that each one is at 54.5. If a set of data is said to have a normal distribution, then what is true? And a normal distribution means that it's symmetric, and that's when your mean, median, and mode are the exact same number. In that particular case, it is called a normal distribution. So in a normal distribution, your mean, median, and mode are the same. When we're looking at ungrouped data and we're trying to find the median value means the middlemost value. What you have to do is you have to take your data points and sort them first. So if I got these data points of 99 and 97, etc., etc., I have to sort them first. And when you sort them out, you get this. Then you go to the position, which is calculated by n plus 1 divided by 2. N is the number of observations. Here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 observations. 10 plus 1 is 11. Divided by 2 is 5.5. We're looking for the 5.5 point. There, so we count from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we look at the 6 and we add these two up and we divide by 2 to get the middle point. But because they're both 3, if we add 3 plus 3 divided by 2, we get 3. And so your median for this would be 3. And that's how we calculate it. If a distribution is highly skewed, what measure of central tendency should be avoided? What we're looking for is where most of the data is. And in a normal distribution, we could look like that. But when it's skewed, it could either be skewed to the left or skewed to the right. And as you can see, the mean or the average misses where that height of the data is. So we should avoid using the arithmetic mean when data is skewed. The other thing is the mode. The mode is a number that just says which number occurred the most frequently. That can just happen by chance. So if we say the mode is used infrequently in business because, and the answer is it does not represent the true center of the data. On the other hand, if we say which measures of central location are not affected by extremely small or extremely large values, in that particular case, then you are looking at the median and the mode. Those two are not affected by the extreme values. If you're given a table like the one below and it says to you, what is the lowest limit or the lower limit of the modal group? Remember, when we talk about modal group, it's the group that has the highest frequency. So if we look at the frequency, the one with the highest is 40. It's bigger than all the other numbers. Which group does it belong to? Group 1 to 10. What is the lowest limit of this group? The lowest limit is 1. And therefore, given the table below, what is the lower limit of the modal group? Your answer would be 1. When we're looking at data, what is more accurate? ungrouped data or group data? And the answer is ungrouped data is more accurate because then we are using the actual numbers. My suggestion is also to go back and have a look at the recording of the calculation of mean, median, and mode. Go back and look at the recording. It's video 108 that shows you all the calculations of mean, median, and mode. Please go through that video again and do those examples so that you know how to do those calculations. Thank you very much.